Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with another Make It Monday. How are you today, my friends? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We have spent the past week doing a bathroom renovation, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been interesting, it's been exciting, it's been intense, mostly for my husband. Lord love him, Tinker Tom is an absolutely fabulous handyman, and he has replaced the flooring in the bathroom. We have some beautiful stone tile, and we put wainscoting around the walls, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, and he did an amazing job, and I'm so excited about it. It's absolutely beautiful. So anyway, there have been mass destruction in my house and complete and total upheaval, and you don't realize how first world you really are until you shut a bathroom down. Oh my goodness. All right, well, you don't want to know about all that. You want to know about the card today. So I have a absolutely fabulous fancy fold card for you today, and as you'll notice, it's a 5x5 size, so it's a specialty size card, which means that you're going to have to make your own envelope for it as well. I use the envelope punch board, and I'll just say, without showing you, Stampin' Up! Doesn't have their envelope punch board anymore, sadly. However, if you do have the envelope punch board, this is a 9x9 square, and I scored and punched it at 4.5 inches all the way around. Okay, so that's how I was able to get the envelope that fits this card just perfectly. Okay, so if you do have the envelope punch board, you want a 9x9 square of cardstock, and score and punch it at 4.5 inches on each of the 4 sides. All right. So now the wonderful thing about this particular card is not just that it's an odd shape and size, which is actually very pretty if I were to just leave it like this and how it's laid out, and then to open it up like that, that would be great, but it is actually an easel card. So it's even more fabulous. You can open it up and set it on the desk, and it is so pretty. And I love everything about this particular project. It's just gorgeous. So, all right. For this one, I've got a bunch of measurements here for you, so we better get to it. And I'm actually going to do different colors and different design, a little bit different design for you here today. So what I'm going to be using is the Zany Zebras stamp set, and let me just go over all of these measurements with you, okay, because there are a lot of them. Alright, so first and foremost, your card base is actually 5.5 inches by 11 inches, and then you're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5.5 inches, and that's what's going to give you your easel base. Okay, so you'll notice it was scored at 2 3/4 and 5.5, and of course 5.5 is your halfway point. So the card is 5.5, not 5 inches, which I believe I said in the first place. I'm sorry about that. It is a 5.5 by 5.5 inch card. Okay, so card base. All right, then you're going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 inch. Now, I've already stamped mine here, and I'm just going to adhere it to the inside piece here. So I'll go ahead and do that as I go. And you'll find, oh, I just replaced this and I forgot to advance it a little. There we go. You'll find all of the measurements for this card on today's blog post, and you'll just look for the August 10th, 2020 blog post, And I'll have all of the measurements there because there are a lot of them. This card has a lot of pieces and it's really detailed. Okay, so we've got our card base, our 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 inch Whisper White cardstock. And then I've also got a piece of basic black that measures 2 5/8 by 5 3/8, and that's going to go right here on the front. And then I'll have a piece of designer series paper that measures 2 1/2 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and you'll notice as we're going along with the measurements that they are 1/8 of an inch difference in size for each of the layers. Okay, so that'll go just like that. And then I have a piece of basic black that measures 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then a piece of granny apple green that measures 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. And then you could have a piece of designer series paper, or in my case, Whisper White cardstock, that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now on this one, I did designer series paper, but on this one, I'm not doing a label or any other sentiment piece. I wanted to put the sentiment directly onto this front piece, so that's why I've done it that way. Alright, and then you're going to need a piece of basic black that measures 1 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches, a piece of granny apple green that measures 1 3/8 by 5 3/8, which, as you see, layers here. And then a piece of the designer series paper, which is 1 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, which layers just like that. And then you'll have a piece of 7/8 of an inch by 4 5/8 of an inch of the granny apple green, and then a piece of 3/4 inch by 4 1/2 inch of Whisper White, which I've already got stamped as well. I'm using the Zany Zebras stamp set, and this is Bermuda Bay ink and Daffodil Delight, and of course the tuxedo black for the zebra. So let's go ahead and assemble this card. Now, you can use any color combinations that you'd like. You can use any theme. You could do birthday, you could do holiday, anything you want. And this is just a fantastic fancy fold for literally any occasion. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's so much fun to do. And it really is quite simple. It's very nice. Alright, so now we're going to just leave the card folded in half, and I'll line this up right here. There we go. So there's the front section of the card. I'm going to put this on last, but I'm going to go ahead and put glue on here and get the layers together so I don't lose one of them, because I could see me doing that. Alright, here we go. Ooh, hold on now, Speedy. Hold on. There we go. I really like the Zany Zebra stamp set. It's super cute and really playful. It's just a lot of fun. And as you can see, this is for a very special birthday. And so I've stamped everything directly onto the Whisper White cardstock, but then I stamped the little birthday hat on a scrap piece and then fussy cut it out and put it on dimensionals just so that it was, you know, on the front of his head. And actually looked like he was wearing it. So I really like that. And I think that the person it's going to is really going to like the card as well. At least I hope they will, because this is just so much fun to make. Alright, here we go. There we are. Alright, now like I said, I'm going to set that one off to the side for just a minute. Let's go ahead and layer all these other pieces on. There we go. Alright. And then one more. Love all of the layers in this card. It's so much fun. Alright, I'll set that one aside, and then I'm gonna put this one on. There we go. Okay, assembly time. Well, let's go ahead and put this I find that when I pre-stamp things, it really doesn't take very long at all. Makes me feel like the video is super short. Which is probably a good thing. You like to be able to just see what the project is and get right to it, right? Alright, there we go. So now for all of these layers that you're putting on, I recommend not doing too much Stampin' Dimensionals. Like, I really resisted the urge to put this strip on Dimensionals, because when you put this on, it's gonna go right here, and so it's gonna have to fold flat in the envelope. And if you put it on Dimensionals, it's gonna be raised up, and then it's gonna be bulkier, and it's just not gonna be good. So you resist the urge to put Stampin' Dimensionals on this part, and then just be as frugal with the dimensionals as you can. So I have one little popped up piece here, but I wouldn't put multiple layers, because then it'll be too thick and bulky for the envelope. So, and now as I'm putting this piece on, I'm just putting adhesive on the bottom half, because it's going to hang over the edge. And I'm not going dead center, I'm going just south of center, but there we go, just like so. Alright, and then go ahead and put adhesive on this piece here, and we are almost finished. There we go. Got some little glue buggers there. Alright, now I'm going to put this just at the edge of his feet, because I want it to look like he's standing on it. So, just like that. Alright, there we go. What a cute card. Now, of course, you could add some bling or ribbon, whatever you'd like to do, but for this particular individual, less is more, so I'm not going to put too much on there. I'm going to leave it just like that. And you can see here, this one has a little bit of bling to it, so it's very pretty. And yeah, so I hope that you liked today's project. Remember to visit my blog, stampinchicktn.blogspot.com, and look for the August 10th, 2020 post. If you're going on there today, Monday the 10th, then obviously it'll be the very first post you'll see. And so check it out. I'll have all of the measurements on that page, and I'm going to have some information on there as well. I have a Stampin' Escape coming up very soon, which I'm super excited about, and it's going to be featuring the Snowflake Splendor product suite in the new holiday catalog, and it's going to have 12 projects. They're absolutely amazing. You're going to get the Snowflake Splendor stamp set, you're getting some designer series paper, and a whole bunch more. Goodie bag worth $50 or more, and the projects, and 12 tutorials complete with video tutorials as well. So if you'd like to get information about the Stampin' Escape, if you'd like to join in, it's going to be a lot of fun, and you can get all of the details on today's blog post as well. There'll be a link there for you, and I'd love to have you. We have a great time, and yeah, so join in and have a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and I hope that I will see you next time. Bye for now.